it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another BOXYCHARM unboxing. This is my usual spiel before all of my BOXYCHARM videos. If you're not familiar with how I usually do my unboxings, here's how I personally do it. First, I'm gonna go back through last month's box, so that would be the March BOXYCHARM, and tell you how I used things throughout the month and what I thought of them after using them for a full month. Then I'm going to go into this month's box kind of blind. I have my husband tell me what kinds of products are in the box, but he doesn't tell me exactly what is in the box. So it's sort of a surprise for us all, you know? And then I'm gonna create a look with all that stuff and slap it on my face. Since I am a cruelty-free YouTuber, I will only be using the stuff in the boxes that are cruelty-free, and the rest of it I pass on to friends. So let's just jump right back into the March box. The theme was La Vie en Rose, and let's go through each item that I did wind up using. To start off with, there was the Wander Beauty Lift Off Purifying and Brightening Peel Off Mask. I did wind up really liking this. I've used this about 3 or 4 times since the video, and it still feels like there's an okay amount left, which is surprising to me because it feels like you are using so much product every time you use this. With a peel off mask, you don't want to use like a really thin layer because then it won't peel. It'll just be kind of gummy and be gross and blah, blah. So you want to lay on a real thick layer so that it peels off nicely, and this does a really good job of exfoliating and therefore brightening your skin. Would I have ever tried this at Sephora on my own? Probably not. Do I really like it? I do. Do I think it's worth $34? No, I don't. I don't think it's worth $34. I would probably pay $15 for this, but that's less than half of the price. So I don't know if I would call this worth it, but I still did really like it. Then there was the Moda Brushes Powder and Soft Glow Kit. So this brush, I wound up loving. I've been using this a lot for powder, and especially to wipe away powder under the eyes or dust powder over my forehead, my chin, things like that. I really like this brush. It's nice and soft, but it's also kind of dense at the same time, so it doesn't fling powder everywhere. But this guy, this floppy guy, I've tried this brush basically for every other purpose that it can be used for. I don't love it. I don't hate it, which is weird because it's so soft and it feels really nice on the skin, but I haven't found the use for it yet. So comment down below and let me know if you think of another use for it other than blush or powder or highlighter. There's gotta be something. This set retails for $30, which I think is a little steep for Moda brushes, but they are really good quality. I would say that I would probably pay $25 for this. I don't know. And just saying that if you use code GlitterFallout, you can get money off of Moda brushes. That is an affiliate link, so use it or not, but I just want to let you guys know about it. It'll be down in the comments below. Then there was my big shocker of the month. This is the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette. I have been using this so much. I don't think I would have even looked at this if I saw this in Sephora, and yet I am using it obsessively. This contour shade is kind of my perfect cool toned contour. The finishing powder is fantastic for all over the face, and it sets everything but gives it almost like a dewy sheen. I've used the brightener especially for inner corner highlight. Oh my god, it is so blinding, so just be careful with it. But I've even used both of these highlighters. The blush is a little much for me still, but applied with a very light hand, it's not too bad. But this is the thing that shocked me the most, and this is worth 45 bucks. Now, would I pay $45 for this? If I saw this in the store, probably not, but I'm probably gonna use this until I hit pan and beyond. Maybe I'll replace it for $45, who knows. Now the other 2 items, one of them was an Ofra liquid lipstick, and it is a metallic lip. I do not like metallic lips on myself, so even though I love the formula of Ofra lipsticks, I did pass this on, or rather I put it into a giveaway pile that will be coming at some point, but I did not use that, even though I do think that it's worth the money. And finally, there was an Appeal Cosmetics liquid eyeshadow. I did not use that at all because it's not a cruelty-free brand, but I would say the fact that I'm happy with this much stuff, the box was definitely worth $21 for me last month. I would say that this is the reason I love BOXYCHARM. I probably wouldn't have picked up any of these items on my own before trying them in BOXYCHARM, and I wound up freaking loving all of these, and I'm gonna use these in my regular routine. So was it worth $21? Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna jump into this month's box. Now, I did see a couple of spoilers online, and I do know that it is sort of festival themed because everything is festival themed right now, because apparently everyone wants to go to Coachella. Am I the only one who has zero interest in something like Coachella? So that's why I put some glitter in my hair, and I don't know, I wore like kind of rock and roll t-shirt. I don't know, I tried, you guys. First, as always, I look at the card and the theme is peace, love, and boxy. I'm not gonna look at what's on the back. This tells you the stuff that's in here, but let's go ahead and find out what's here. The very first thing is by Christopher Buckle, which I've never heard of. It's a cashmere slip longwear lipstick. Let me see if this is cruelty-free. Okay, so apparently Christopher Buckle is a makeup artist. I'm not familiar. On their FAQ, they do say Christopher Buckle formulas are never tested on animals. And it's just kind of left at that. And then under the question, are your products vegan? The very first sentence is, Christopher Buckle formulas are never tested on animals. They do say that all their products are not vegan or certified vegetarian or vegan, but the majority of our products' formulas contain no animal-derived ingredients. A few do contain beeswax. I guess I will maybe try this. Let's see the color first. The packaging is super pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, the color is a very nice rosy brown color. It's pretty. I'll have to decide if I'm gonna use this or not. We'll see. And this retails for $18, which I don't think is too extraordinary for lipstick. It's a little pricey, but not too bad. Okay, the next item feels like a pencil. No, I feel like, no, I feel like that Michael Scott screaming gift of, no, Starlooks. It's a Starlooks pencil again, and it's $19 for an eyeliner pencil. I'm not even gonna use this. I'm gonna leave this wrapped up. I've made it pretty clear how I feel about Starlooks stuff. Maybe someone will get lovely use out of this, but every time I've tried their products, they scratch my face, do not like. So far, there's nothing I'm excited for, but let's keep going, let's keep going. Okay, we got some Luxie brushes, and you guys probably know how I feel about Luxie brushes. They are some of my favorites. Oh, okay. I'll admit the handles of these and the weight feels much cheaper than their normal brushes. First, we have a small shader brush, and this feels very similar to the one I got from Alamar Cosmetics. Really good for cutting the crease, but this could also be good for packing on eyeshadows once they're wet. Curious about that. Then there's this small contouring brush. I'm not sure how I feel about this because it definitely is smaller than a normal contour brush, but it's not so small that you could use it for like the nose or something. I'm sort of confused by this brush. Then we have the large shader brush. This is a little dense to be a shader of any kind. It feels like it might be good for packing on eyeshadow all over the lid, but it's kind of a strange brush. I don't know. One thing that is cool though is that the handles are all sort of this dip dyed ombre effect. I'm gonna have to see with these. Now all three brushes retails for 28 bucks, which I think is very reasonable, and Luxie brushes are usually fantastic. So I'm gonna have to see this as compared to the quality of some of like my bigger, gorgeous Luxie brushes that I have. We're gonna have to see. Okay, the next item is a box. Oh, we have an Artist Couture highlighter. Now I've never used this brand. So we do have a PETA bunny on the packaging. You guys know how I feel about PETA, but they also say on this card, you know, cruelty-free is like the third word in their description. Online though, there seems to be nothing definitively saying they are cruelty-free. They do say they're cruelty-free on their site, but other sites that have approached them to get more info on their cruelty-free status are inconclusive. So I'm gonna try to use this and give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not 100% sure these guys are cruelty-free. Nice, there's a sifter on the top, which I really like. The color is called Summer Haze. Let's give it a swatch test. So as you can see, it's a really pretty peachy color, but the only issue I have with it is that when it shifts on my hand, it definitely goes darker. I do think that this is personally too dark to be a highlighter for my skin tone, but I could see this being a beautiful eyeshadow at least. Okay, last item in the box feels like a palette. Okay, this is the Pure Festival palette. Now I kind of have mixed reviews on Pure eyeshadows. I've had some that have worked okay, but I've never really loved any of them, but oh, okay, cool. So in the package, there's a sample of their Endurance eyeshadow primer, so I will give that a try. Let's take a look at this palette. Oh, these colors are actually surprisingly beautiful. I didn't think I would like it. So we've basically got 4 mattes. We've got some nice transition colors. We've got a bright, bright pink. And then as far as shimmers, we have 6 shimmers, this whole top row, the purple, and this beautiful shimmery orange, and then it looks like 2 pressed glitters. I'm excited for this. So I don't think I said it, the Artist Couture retails for $27 and this palette retails for $36. I do feel like that's a little high for the palette, but let's give this a try. So far the only thing, I mean, the Starlooks, I'm not gonna be trying this, just not happening, but let's see what we can do. So as always, I'm just gonna kind of speed through this, make a little montage of me putting this stuff on my face so you guys can see, and then I will give you my final thoughts at the end.
If I could go back and make things right, I would have it undone. No, I hurt you. Yeah, I was blind. The blame is mine. Yeah, I feel the weight on my shoulders. Know that I regret it. Hope I can repay you for what I've done. Know that I regret it. Hope we find our way back to love. 'Cause it's you and me. Yeah, we fought, but we tried to make everything better. You and me, we work everything out. No one can love me better than you. Than you. Than you. No one can love me better than you. Than you. Than you. No one can love me better. Can we talk it out? Make things right. I can feel us growing colder. I made my bed. Yeah, I'm not proud. It was just a mistake. You should know that. I really do regret it. Hope I can repay you for what I've done. Whoa, know that I regret it. Hope we find our way back to love. 'Cause it's you and me. Yeah, we fought, but we tried to make everything better. You, baby, and me. We work everything out. No one can love me.
Okay, wow, let's go over my thoughts on all of this. So first, there's the Pure Get a Grip Endurance Eyeshadow Primer. When I first put this on, it felt really watery and thin, but then after about 10 to 15 seconds, it became extremely tacky, which made every single eyeshadow hold on beautifully, but didn't make it patchy. I'm shocked. Like, I'm gonna go out and buy this. This was just a freebie. This is something I'm going to go out and purchase myself in the full size. I love this. Of course, we're gonna have to see how this holds on throughout the day, but still right now, super impressed. I'm gonna put a clip on this so I can use the rest of this. I am shocked by this palette, you guys. Like I said, pure eyeshadows have been sort of hit or miss for me, mostly miss to be honest. These are fantastic. I love these mattes. They blended so beautifully and so smoothly and pigmented, but not so much that there was a ton of fallout. This shadow, Psychedelic, went on perfectly when I wet my brush. And this pressed glitter, do you see this? I don't have glitter all over my face, do I? I don't. It did transfer slightly into my crease on this eye, but I think that's also because of the shape of my eyes. My eyes are slightly hooded, so they do, you know, touch, and it's bound to happen with glitter, whether that's loose glitter or pressed glitter. That's what happens with me. But it was so crazy pigmented. Let's try this other one called Fireworks. Oh my God. I can't believe how stunning these glitters are, and they're not falling all over the place, and when I wipe my hand, they just come completely off. I am crazy impressed with this palette. I gotta do some more swatches. So this is Gypsy and Wild Child, let's see. Gypsy is this purple, and I'm kind of surprised they named a shadow Gypsy, to be honest, but that's another story for another day. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be. It's still very pretty and shimmery, but in the palette, it's a very dark purple. So I was kind of hoping for that. And then Wild Child is this gorgeous neon pink that, I'll be honest, I can't see myself using that often. But if you're someone who likes neon pink, this went on really opaque and beautifully in one swipe. So this one is just amazing for me. I am so happy with this. I can see myself using this a lot this month. I'll let you know next month what I really think of it, but right now, I'm so into it. The Artist Couture highlighter, I'm shocked. I feel like that's the theme of this box. I'm shocked. Do you see how wet this highlighter looks? I love this. I thought this was gonna be way too dark on my skin, and it is amazing. And again, this retails for $27. I barely used any, and a little bit went a really long way. I think it's worth it. Again, I do want to do some more research into the brand to figure out if they are 100% cruelty free. I have emailed the brand with a bunch of questions to find out about their suppliers and whether or not they sell in China. They have not gotten back to me yet, but I will hopefully have an update for you guys next month. As far as the brushes, I confess I only used the one and I really did like it. It was a decent brush. It packed on the color nice and well and got into that crease nicely, so it was definitely okay. I did not use these two. I will use them and let you guys know. Right now, like I said, I'm not impressed with how lightweight they are, but we're gonna see. The lipstick, I could take it or leave it. Would I pay $18 for this? No. The smell is a little weird and the consistency is a little bit waxy for me. It's not, I mean, it's kind of creamy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep using it to let you know. I'm not head over heels right now, but I also don't hate it. So far, would I have paid $21 for this month's box? Definitely, because these two alone, like, that's crazy. These are worth like 60 bucks just right here. And the brushes, I would have purchased these because I like Luxie brushes. It's just, it's nuts to me. $21, like BOXYCHARM, I know that there are a bunch of misses. I know there are some months where I'm just like, meh, all the way through. But there are more months like this for me, where I will get items that I would have never purchased on my own, and they are amazing. As always, please comment down below. Let me know what you got in your box this month, what you thought of it. Give me all the feedback. Also, I'm going to have a super special video coming up this Thursday. I don't usually update on Thursdays, but I have a very special collab with a very special person, so I want you guys to see it. I love you guys so much, and you're super freaking rock stars. I love you with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. My earring is turned. Bye.